Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Midnight Ink. So tonight I am going to be doing a 2026, I almost said 25, geez, prediction. And I'm going to do kind of a mix of all three of career, love, and spirituality. So I'm going to kind of put it all into one. I've got 4 different oracle decks I kind of did shuffled through and selected for each pile, and it's each of them is going to be a spiritual aspect of growth in the 2026 year, career and love. And maybe one of the piles might talk more about spiritual or love. Just take what resonates for your situation and leave the rest for someone else. Now, with the spiritual aspect coming in, I did want to bring out my EMF thing. So I'm going to start that. And with that also, so just pay a little attention to this. Since yes, we are talking about the spiritual aspect, you might have either someone kind of just make themselves known when we talk about the spiritual. If it doesn't, it's totally fine. It's no big deal. But figured I'd put it there since we're going to be talking about the spiritual aspect too. So if you see it go off, I would take that as a sign that either a loved one is letting you know that they're here and they're with you, or maybe a spirit guide or angels, whatever you personally believe in. Alright, well, let's get started on my pile 1s. So pile 1 is a gingerbread man, so if you feel drawn to that, or pile 2 with the star. Alright, let's get started. Alright, hello my pile 1s, and welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. If you chose this gingerbread man, kind of wish it was an actual cookie because it sounds good. So first I'm going to start with the oracles. Right off the bat, I kind of want to start with the spiritual. So let me go ahead and start with the spiritual. So the first card I'm getting here is potential and possibility. Future higher self. It says reach out to the potential that is calling for you. So I want to read this before I get into it further, and then we'll kind of I want to do advice with the tarot at the end. So this is number 5. So if you're into angel numbers, 5 could be significant. Okay, future reality, highest self. I am quantum leaping into my highest reality. The world, the quantum traveler. You are at a point where it's possible to lean into a higher reality. There are infinite potentials and parallel realities all happening at once. Which one are you living? Which one are you creating? What one are you attracting? Break the cycle of mundane repetition and settling into dissatisfaction. Is there something you feel drawn to? Is there someone you admire who you'd like to emulate? Sorry, I have a hard time with big words, so just bear with me, please. Those feelings are pointing you to where your highest reality is. Even if you feel jealous of someone or something, this shows you what your true potential could be. Pay attention and don't judge the feeling as negative. It is your guide. You are capable of tuning into the quantum realm and manifesting a best case scenario. The world is at your feet. Destiny is in the palm of your hand. And you are a co-creator with the universe, regardless of what is happening in the world and as chaotic as it may seem. You are a powerful extension of divine consciousness, here to play, evolve, and enjoy life. Your mission is no different in the spiritual realm. Your soul has been evolving. So too are the lives you have been living. Attune your energy like an antenna to channel for your desired reality. Your soul has brought you here to live one of your fullest lives ever. Okay. Okay. All right. So we were getting that, and then an angel number that I had pulled was 3333. Social skills. Hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. So this could be kind of a little bit of a mix of career coming in, maybe whatever spiritual gifts that you have and or have been feeling drawn to exploring could not only give you that spiritual wealth or wealth within your soul, but it could maybe cause some financial wealth. I mean, yeah, whatever. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. And then when they say ego, it's not necessarily it's not necessarily in a sense of like being prideful, being like, okay, you know, egotistical. Sometimes our ego can cause us to kind of get in our head, get in our feelings, and cause us to not step out of our comfort zone and to, you know, see what potential may come on the horizon. And with that being said, since I kind of am mentioning a little bit of career in this one, we've got show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So you could be a Aquarius. You don't have to be. And have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. So I will say it did really mention about how you do have angels supporting you and guiding you. Now, Spirit, if you want to give confirmation either with the EMF reader or touching the cat ball, that would be really dope. But not a necessity, but that'd be really cool. Because believe it or not, it's done it for me before. So, okay. Oh, before I get into the tarot, what the hell am I doing? What the fuck? We gotta get into the love one too. Okay. Okay. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Okay, so maybe more your focus in 2026 isn't so much on love. Maybe it's more on loving yourself and doing the things that you feel drawn to, because you do have amazing gifts. And I think it's tapping into those and not being afraid of like what people might think. What I'm definitely getting more in this reading for you for 2026 is your spiritual growth and that coming together in your career growth too. So we've got trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Okay, that was really nice. I liked that. I'm really loving this for you for your 2026. Now, obviously, we have free will, we have choices. At the end of the day, it is your choice what you want to do starting the new year. But I will say, I'm seeing some really amazing things for you in 2026 involving your spirituality, growth, potential gifts in the spiritual realm, and that kind of coexisting with your career. So, okay, let me get some of the tarot for advice, or maybe something a little bit more. Yeah, let's just do advice. Okay, please and thank you, Spirit. Advice for 2026 year for my pile ones. Please and thank you, Spirit. Yep. King of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. Advice for my pile ones for their 2026. Now, I swear, if I accidentally say 2025, I apologize. Okay. Oh, that's got 2 of them in there. I need more advice for my pile ones. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. The Hermit. Okay. Good thing I looked on the back of the deck. That's really nice. Okay. Now, if I need any clarifications, I'll shuffle more, but I think we've got it pretty set, and bottom of the deck energy is the Star. I really like this spread for you. Oh, it's kind of in too much of the light. Here, I'll just put it here. Sure. Okay. What I'm hearing is that you could potentially, currently, right now, be making yourself way too busy. In a sense of, like, I'm not saying being busy is wrong, because obviously you need to put in the work to achieve whatever it is you're wanting to achieve in 2026, but I think what I'm getting with this is more like busyness in the mind, or maybe putting your busyness in certain things that no longer serve you, if that makes any sense. Right away I was drawn to this Hermit card, and you know, it's kind of funny. I've been kind of wanting to work on meditation, because I used to meditate a lot and I felt a lot more connected spiritually. And maybe that's something you need to do, but obviously it doesn't have to be. But maybe slowing down the mind. Slowing down. I'm feeling this sense of urgency of, like, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, I want this to happen. Like, I have been putting in a lot of work. I've been building and building and building. I hear this thing of, like, I've almost been working, like, day and night. Like the song Day and Night. That's funny. And maybe kind of still putting in the work. I'm not saying stop completely, but maybe taking a chance to, what can we do to slow down the mind and ease this anxiety, maybe this sense of rushingness. With this Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, this is really kind of speaking about the Oracle cards that I had pulled, but with this Nine of Cups, you will see the accomplishment in the right timing. And yes, it will have blessings along the way, whether it's like maybe you get more spiritually close to God or whatever your higher power is, or maybe you're trying to work on psychic abilities or like mediumship. And this kind of helping either grow in a sense, maybe financially as well, that has part of it, but also growth within your gifts yourself. King of Swords. Interesting. It's interesting because I almost felt like my hands were feeling very like clammy, or I was almost feeling like I was having an out of body experience, but it started with my hands. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't know if that's going to resonate for anyone, but I don't know if that is taking place in this anxiety that you're feeling, or this could be more of like, hey, you know, like, let's center ourselves a little bit more, if that makes any sense. Or maybe you could be having like these wild dreams, and then you just kind of feel like you're almost out of body experience in those dreams. I know there's a word for it, but I don't know. It's escaping my mind. Astral projection? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Astral projecting, whatever. And maybe that's part of your gift as well. Anyway, moving on. But like, I think, yeah, I guess I would have to say that's pretty much the advice. With the King of Swords, the swords talk about thoughts. Funny thing. King, when I think of a king, they're kind of like a leader, like they're in charge, they take control. So, don't matter gender-wise, you know, but I see it as like maybe taking a little bit better control of the thoughts, which was interesting was we did get a card about thoughts. So, that could be why you need to spend a little time, maybe a little bit more time at home and not being so busy and wanting to get out there. And, you know, rest is important too. There's a balance, you know. And I think that's why we're getting the star here. I mean, this card means many different things. Honestly, I kind of feel led to read the meaning of this card, because a lot of times any kind of deck that I get, they kind of interpret it in a different way, and I kind of want to read it, so it could be of some significance. So hold on. Okay, so I read a little bit of it. I don't think I'm going to read the whole thing. My general thing of this is what you pour into the world or pour into yourself will always come back at you. And maybe this is why your thoughts have been a little bit chaotic, of like, I'm putting in all this work, why am I not seeing the results? Do not fear. Do not worry, okay? I know that's kind of cliche to say, because if somebody tells me to not worry, well, yeah, I'm going to worry. So, but, so I get it. But like, what you pour in always comes back. It does. What you pour into the world and what you pour into yourself, it's almost like when I see this, I see this person, okay, oh, I just got a little bit of an idea with this one. Okay, I think what you're doing too much of is pouring into the world or into other people, or maybe too much of yourself into this thing. And then when you're like, this is you pouring into yourself, it's kind of just going on the ground, it's going on the floor. What Spirit wants you to do is to pour more into yourself. And when you pour more into yourself, it's like it almost just comes naturally. And then that's when the flow of all of your hard work will come in. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, my pile ones. I hope that resonated for you. And lastly, I'm going to see Okay, I'm gonna touch this. It might go off. Okay, no, it didn't. Is it good? Okay, yeah, it's good. All right. Please and thank you, Spirit. Before I end this reading here, I want to just see if any of angels, spirit guides, or maybe past loved ones looking over them, if you could make this go off or touch the cat ball to see, just for a little extra confirmation. If not, it's totally fine. It doesn't mean that they're not there, okay? I just want you to know that. So I just kind of want to see for a minute. Okay, well, they're being a little quiet. Maybe you need to tap in more, because I actually just listened to this podcast recently, and like let's say, for example, if you do have past loved ones that you would like to connect to, or like whatever else, going into it with anxiety, you won't get the results. But if you go into it with like a neutralness, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a frequency. It's like a wavelength, the way you connect. And you almost have to like ground yourself and center yourself. It's not like, because sometimes people can be in low frequency levels. And sometimes you kind of just got to meet in the middle. Be neutral. Okay, well, my pile ones, I hope this resonated for you, and I'm wishing you a happy new year, and love you guys. All right, on to my pile twos. All right, hello, my pile twos, and welcome to your reading. This is a prediction of 2026, and with all of this combined, I want to do spiritual, love, and career. So let's go on ahead and get into this. I'm going to start with your oracle cards first. So let me move this out of the way. What do I want to start with? I think I'm going to just... Okay. I'm going to start with the spiritual aspect. Okay, so we've got the shaman, insights, cosmos. Am I crazy, or is it the moon? And it does have 30. 30 could be a significant number if you're into angel numbers. So we're going to go on ahead and read this. So this will be the spiritual growth, or potential spiritual growth in your 2026 year. Okay, insights, cosmos, strangeness. I choose to listen and dance to the secret songs of the universe. Okay. Oops. Okay. The crazy, or so people like to label you maybe. The shaman. The one who sees. Lunatic. Well, I do this because it is in quotations. Is a word deprived from the Latin word luna, meaning moon. So a lunatic is one who is moonstruck. There is a face on the moon. Can you see it in the night, even when others cannot? This is the great paradox of the mystic. You hear the whispers that others cannot. You hear the secret songs of the universe. It's okay to be an outsider in a world of conformity and contempt. A world where those who are different are met with rejection from society. Hell yeah. Don't worry, you got me. I'm with you. Even if they are shamans, the seekers and artists who point us to the way of truth, soul transformation. The moon is beaming sacred truths, mysteries and visions to the one who can receive them, the one who is open to them. Some people have a special gift of insight that is revealed to them during certain times. It is in the divine order of the cosmos for those who are chosen. Pulling the shaman card can be a call to embrace more of your crazy side, or tune into it more at this time. You may be judged by others, but what you gain is far superiority to their disapproval. The world needs more mystics and shamans to show us the soul of the world, to point us away from the suffocation of too much conformity, mundane life, I guess you could say, and stagnation. The energy behind this card is that of dreams, ideas, and visions, especially spiritual and creative ones. Express, act on, create, and share what you are receiving from the mysteries. Harness your power of insight. Do not let it fade away and dim within you. In other words, use it or lose it. The more you do, the stronger it will become. Pay attention to which secret songs of the universe come to you at this time. When they say secret songs, it is about channeling from spirit. So, pay attention to which secret songs of the universe come to you at this time. And when you hear them, don't forget to dance. You can try staying up a bit later than you usually do. Light a candle and seeing what comes through. Spending your time in spiritual solitude will greatly enhance this time for you. Guided meditations that specifically open your third eye will be beneficial. Okay. I really like that. Okay. I think I'll end on the love one. So, but for spiritual, we've got 6666, great blessings, self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. Nurture yourself, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful, and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, okay, so it's talking about potentially relationship-wise, having it expand with that. An opportunity coming up with in your life, or potentially a job, and that's kind of what it meant in there. So it doesn't need to be like a job that, you know, maybe letting go of a job you no longer care for. Okay, so I'm going to share these are the career ones that I pulled, and what I thought was really, really cool is they are on the opposite side, but they are the same. I can't tell if this is going off or I'm just going crazy. I don't know. Whatever. So, we've got step out of your comfort zone, the North Node, and don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So I love how they're kind of the both opposites. And I love that. It's giving like yin and yang. It's funny because my tapestry that I haven't mentioned this tapestry in a while. I kind of want to show it. Hold on. Okay, so this is my tapestry. Do not mind. I didn't dress very well. But anyway. So I love this. This is kind of like I'm getting different things with this, but this could be like your outer, like your outside, what people see when they pass by you, or maybe what you show, the world. And this could be I'm getting two different things. Like this could be kind of like you're masking, but this is like your true self. Or it's kind of understanding the balance between positive aspects and maybe more negative aspects. And when I say negative, it doesn't mean that like you're bad or something, but it's just embracing the dark parts of yourself, kind of like the sun and the moon card in the tarot. And I just kind of wanted to show this because like I absolutely love this tapestry, and it's funny, I just haven't I haven't shown it. And funny thing is they mentioned in the shaman card, by the way, about meditation, finding meditations that open your third eye. Well, look at this here. This is opening up your consciousness. This is kind of where your third eye is. So yeah, I don't know. It's the first time I've kind of was like, hey, let me show this. I mean, you could see it in my past videos, but it's been a minute since I've showed it. So, all right. Okay, sorry, I had to adjust the thing. Okay, but yes, so it was kind of giving me that energy. I love how like they're on like the opposite end. It's both of the south and north nodes, and maybe this is kind of that moon part I was talking about with that tapestry there. A lot of times we can let our thoughts or trauma from childhood, or just trauma in general, hold us back. Or I'm also hearing religious trauma. Maybe you were raised in more of a traditional home, and maybe this kind of work, maybe more tapping into like more of like pagan type stuff, where witchcraft or mediumship is like, oh no, like they don't want you to do that. But if it's something that you are drawn to and you feel a purpose in, I would say go for it. And a lot of times when this card comes up, stepping out of your comfort zone, the fear and the nervousness will be there. It will. Just because you be brave and you step out and you do what you feel you're called to do, those feelings will be there. But the more and more you do it, just like this card said, the more you use it, the more it will be prominent, and the less nervousness you'll feel, and the more confident you will feel. So, all right, into the love part. We've got, so yes, in my pile 1, it wasn't showing much of love. Now, this could be talking about a current relationship you're in, or maybe somebody that you're no longer with, but maybe trying to mend things. So we've got healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Now, and this doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic partner, like it could be a friend too, so I want to leave it open for that. Okay, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay. And then we have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Okay. Okay, so I like that. I think right now, so if this is referring to a relationship you're currently in or maybe not in, I think the most important thing to do right now is wait, take a pause, don't try to rush and like fix it or try to take control, because the healing is happening. It's almost like, whether you're with this person or not, it's almost like, yes, like this relationship is protected. Like, it is almost essentially like this relationship is on a spiritual level. And I think that no matter what happens, I think it's like it's always it's going to be worked out. There's always going to be healing. And maybe in the past you tried to kind of rush it back together in your own way, and maybe that wasn't the best thing to do at the time, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to get the tarot and do a little bit of advice for your 2026. And I do have this cat ball and this EMF reader, so just for like some confirmation, if you do have a potential past loved one or spirit guide or whatever you believe in, if that goes off, it's just a little extra confirmation. But regardless if it goes off or not, just know that they are with you. But it would be pretty dope if it went off. I don't think it has yet. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to it, so. Please and thank you, Spirit, advice for my pile 2s on their 2026. Please and thank you, Spirit. We getting a lot of advice, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Back of the deck energy is, I think that's the 8 of Wands. Forward movement. Moving pretty quick. Okay. And when I say moving pretty quick, I mean in the healing aspect. Not when we take control of the situation. Okay, we've got the Empress. Page of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Of course, we got the Hermit in the last reading. That was funny. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm mentioning the Empress here for this reason. So you could have a more feminine energy that is a spirit guide for you, or you could have had a mother or a grandmother pass, and they want you to know that they are here with you, and they're rooting for you. Or it's like, because the Empress is all about, well, it does mention fertility. So could be potentially having a baby soon, or someone in your family is having a baby soon. Or it's almost like the progress that you're going to have in 2026 with your spiritual and potential career involving what you enjoy doing. It is coming to fruition. I think that growth is blossoming more than you realize. And it's almost like it mentioned boundaries. So I'm getting, with this 4 of Pentacles, I'm getting, have strict boundaries with your finances right now, or financial, whether that is with yourself or other people that might be trying to take advantage. I just thought I'd mention that. With this, I think that's the 5 of Swords. There could be people in your life that are either taking advantage of your energy or financially. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Page of Swords, and I'm going to put this one together. Seems more fitting. Okay, Page of Swords. New ideas springing forth in your mind. So you could be having like a new passion or new idea kind of marinating in your mind. And you are currently nurturing this, not acting yet, which is really cool because we got that wait card. And maybe it's not just referring to a relationship, it could be referring to other things I was talking about in the reading. But it's what I'm hearing from Spirit. It's a good one. It's a good idea. It's gonna go far. It's gonna go quickly. Right now, it's gonna be a slow process, and wait things out. But once it comes to full fruition, oh God, I can't speak. It's gonna come in hot. It's gonna come in quick. So, advice, yeah. It did mention about letting go of the past. I do see that. Maybe currently, I know sometimes around the holidays, certain things can surface back up. Sometimes the holidays are really good for people, and sometimes the holidays are depressing. And I can relate to that. In choosing to let go of the past, unfortunately, we cannot change the past, but it's more about what you create. You know, I am like the bee's knees, and if nobody else sees that or maybe judges you for a different lifestyle, that's on them. And what I do see also, I mean, you could be spending a lot of time at home in isolation, maybe feeling depressed. And yes, there's a time and place for that, to feel your feelings, but it's almost like maybe you've been stuck a little bit too long in that. And Spirit is encouraging you that unfortunately we can't change the past, but we can change how we react in the future, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I'm trying to explain. I'm having a hard time with my words, so I don't know if lately you've been having a hard time with your words as well, or in your thoughts. With this Page of Swords, I'm getting also, it's like you know exactly what to say, like it's in your mind, but it's like almost you can't like speak it in the right way. I will say I'm getting a little bit of advice I'm getting some advice, but I'm also kind of getting a little bit what you're currently dealing with. Let me get a couple more. Queen of Cups. Temperance, yes. Okay. Oh, Sun card. I love that. And the Star. I love that. Okay, I love that for you. Okay, so a lot of major things happening. A lot of major things have probably happened recently in your life, or just in general. Either a lot of things happened in your life that were really hard, or maybe this is just currently what you're dealing with right now. I mean, I know that the holidays can be a difficult time. And going into the new year, you just kind of, you want to move on, you want to let go, and you want to bring good energy into 2026. And I see it as, yes, it will be a lot better energy. It'll be a lot lighter in 2026 for you. And yes, it did mention the boundaries with people and potential, like, financially. And I feel like the universe will see that. And some of the boundaries that you put up are definitely not on you, it's on the other person. So I decided to mention that. If you're feeling guilt about that, please don't. Like, I feel like you'll be a lot more lighter and happier in doing so, whether everyone else is upset with you. Yeah. And I got the star card actually in the last reading, and I kind of wanted to show a little bit the illustration that I got. Pouring too much into people. And then this is you I guess pouring into yourself, but it's just kind of landing on the floor. It's not fully soaking into your being. Does that make sense? Yes. I don't know why I answered myself. Oh my God. Well, I guess they were right about that first oracle card I read. And I definitely am crazy. I'm oh God. Not me talking to myself. I mean, sometimes I do that, so definitely no judgment. But anyway, back to the reading. Jesus. And the Temperance, with the Page of Swords, I really like I see it as watering this new idea or new passion, but also giving in a balance, essentially, of where am I putting too much of my energy at that's not serving me, and where can I put, like, I need to put this energy towards this new idea, if that makes any sense. Okay. I think that was the advice, because I got a little bit of whatever that was. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. This might go off, yeah, with me touching it. Okay, as we end this here, I just want to welcome Spirit with my pile twos. If there is anyone either who have passed on, spirit guides, whatever it may be, that just want to confirm that they are here, either by letting this go off or touching the cat ball, you're more than welcome to. But even if they don't, that doesn't mean that they're not with you always. So I'm just going to give it a minute and see if it does anything. If it doesn't, it's totally fine. So and I do plan on kind of trying to do this more often, where I put, the EMF reader on readings and putting this here as well. Because believe it or not, when I've kind of done my own investigating at home, this has gone off. It's insane. But for some reason tonight it's being quiet, so that's okay. Not quiet, it's just not showing. But it doesn't mean it's not there. Okay, well, alright, my pile twos, I hope this resonated for your 2026 prediction. I'm sending you a lot of light and love, and I hope you have the best start of this new year, and yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys at my next reading. Love you guys.